I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of carnivore, keto, and counting calories. I reached my goal in November of 2022. Right now, I'm doing an experiment with being carnivore-ish and counting calories. If you want to see the results, stick around and subscribe, and we can see how it goes. Don't forget to click the like button. Okay, guys, my kitchen's a little chaotic. I got a lot going on, but I need to make up some burgers for this upcoming week. So, hang on, let me remove this one. So I'm going to take this foil. It's heavy duty foil. I have 2 pans. I'm going to wrap each one twice with this foil, and I'll be right back. Did I tell you all to preheat the oven to 400? I don't remember. If I didn't, do. So this is a full size, full sheet cake pan. So it's 13 by 18, just so you know. So I buy the 18-inch wide roll of heavy-duty aluminum foil. So people ask me, what I use. I buy the Great Value 100% real burgers. I personally buy the 85% lean. I know if you watch Kelly Hogan, she buys this brand, but she buys the 80%. So you do what's gonna work best for you. I personally am counting calories right now, and I'm trying 1,700-ish calories. So I'm using this 85% ground beef. You don't have to lecture me. I already hear all the things. You don't have to lecture me about the foil, and you don't have to lecture me about the burgers, because Kelly Hogan's been eating these for years, and she's thriving. So if they don't work for you, then that's okay. But I've been using these burgers since I started in, 2019. I've been using these burgers that long. So mine have been in the freezer for a long time. So it's going to take a lot of beating. So I won't force you all to watch me beat them. Twice over the years, though, I have gotten one extra burger. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, how awesome. So, but like I said, these have been in the freezer for a long time. So I have to beat them apart. All right. Remember when I said I wasn't going to make you listen to that? Yeah, I lied. Now, you can season these. I've seasoned them so many times in the beginning. But the bad side of seasoning in the beginning is that they are just a sheet of ice. So until they cook and get softer and juicy, the seasonings don't even stick. So I'm not going to season them this time. If I season them, it'll be what I do whenever I'm cooking. I'm only going to do these 2 packages. In the past, I've done, like if I'm making it for 14 days or something, I'll do like 6 or 7 packages. But I really don't need that many right now. But I need to take these on a trip with me. So that's why that's why I am making them. So I will season them later. But yeah. So that's what I do. I line them up. Now I'll get these lined up. Give me just a second. So these are very easy to do. If you like burgers, and then it gives you the option if you're wanting something, if you're making for a family or a gathering or whatever, or if you're, carnivore or whatever you are. Unless you're vegan, then you'd want to buy the vegan burgers. But anyway, so this really just gives you the chance to do bulk. I do a lot of bulk prep for me. So if you don't need a lot of bulk, then you could use just one of these and 1 package of burgers. But each package is 12 burgers, except for those 2 times that I just told you about when I got 13 burgers. So now, like I said, I put them in the oven at 400 degrees. And I do, it's been so long I forget. I think I do 30 minutes on one side and 10 minutes on the other. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure it's what I do because I think it's a total of 40 minutes And a lot of times I want them a little less done because of, because I'm going to be putting them in the microwave. But some of these I'm going to be taking on a work trip and I'll be eating them in my car. So I don't want them like undercooked. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll put these in the oven for 30 minutes and I'll be back. Y'all, me and Alexa had a fight. She just canceled all my timers. I had one for chicken, one for roast, one for my burgers, one for the laundry. Actually, I had two for the roast. I didn't know I had two. Anyway, so me and my Alexa had a pretty big fight. We had a big fallout, and she deleted all my timers. So I'm going to guesstimate that this was 30 minutes. I don't even know. But, so sometimes my Alexa gets mad at me, and because I ask her too many math questions, and I think she's just like, girl, you need to get a calculator and stop making me do all this thinking. But, anyway, so that's that. Originally, I had said I was probably not going to season these. I lied. I'm going to season them. When I take burgers, I don't want to have to, I just want to grab them and go. And it's just so much easier for me to have them seasoned. But I'll show you how I do that here in just a minute. Now, I'm going to pull this one, put this down to here for a minute. I rotate, I do it 30 minutes, and then I flip them and I rotate shelves. Because my oven, of course, I don't know, I guess all ovens, y'all know I don't know nothing, but my oven is hotter on the bottom than the top. So the bottom ones get cooked faster than the top ones. So I rotate them. Are all ovens that way, or is it just me? And like I said, I hope I said, it's 400 degrees. And so now we're going to cook them for about 10 more minutes. We probably don't even have to. These have probably been going for an hour for all I know. Stinking Alexa. She's just nothing but trouble. It's a good thing I changed her name because she'd be answering me, so being all extra sassy. But anyway, so, all right, I'm going to still flip these and I'm going to put them in for 10 more minutes, and then I'll be back. Give me just about 10 minutes. So at this stage, I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. They're totally done. I'm going to go 10 minutes, let them absorb the moisture from this side. Then I flip them to the other side, and they reabsorb the moisture from the other side. My thoughts is, if I plug this into any tracker app, and they're going to charge me for any rendered fat, I'm going to take rendered fat. If I have to count it in my macros, your girl's going to absorb it. So anyway, so I'll do 10 minutes reabsorbing the moisture on one side, 10 minutes on the other. Okay, so from here, I'll flip them over. Now when I'm doing multiple, come on fella, when I'm doing multiple packages, I still do this step because, like I said, I want to absorb as much as I can. And at the end, I always have a whole bunch of extra of the moisture, and this little film that comes off, I don't know really what it is. I don't really care. But anyway, the stuff that comes off a burger when you cook it, it comes off the other kind too. Like whenever I pat them out, there's just always that little thing that hangs on to the burgers. But anyway, so that's 10 minutes on one side, and now I'm going to kind of scoot it all towards the center because some of these are not really in the juice anymore. So get on over there, fellers. Get on, get on. Oh, I know I could do it this way. Try that. All right. But then it's all going to, anyway, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, so I'm going to flip these. And again, it's going to be 10 minutes. And then I will be back. Okay, so from here, I take just some foil. And I just make something that looks kind of like a tray. And now I'm going to put these all out on the foil. And then I'll do the seasoning. First, I'm just going to get them out here. And we can see what seasonings I feel like adding. So let me get these all piled out here and I will be right back. There's still some rendered juice down in there. I don't know if it's enough to make anything or not out of it. I've tried before, but all those chunks of beef that are in the bottom, they just kind of cling to everything. So I did, like I said, I did try, but it just didn't work out so well. But when I do ground beef, you know, and it's the fattier ground beef. I definitely save that and turn that into, you know, not technically tallow, but cookable fat, you know, and I can cook in that. But again, this stuff, burgers just have this stringy stuff right there. It's like, I don't even know what that is, but I like it. Don't tell me it's something gross because I won't care. All right. So now I'm just going to get rid of this and we'll do something with that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and season them up. For those who don't know, because I do know that sometimes people will watch my videos that don't necessarily subscribe. I had the vid in 2020 and my taste buds are not as good as they were. So I do require more seasoning. If this is more than you can handle, that's all right, leave it off. I've got some Kinder's brown butter roasted garlic. And I'm going to just sprinkle this on all of it. Okay. Then I also have, it's Kinder's wood fire garlic. And like I said, if you can't tolerate these seasonings, then you pick whatever works for you. I know, y'all, we all come at this from a different angle. Some of us, like me, come from it from an addiction point. Some people come at it because, you know, they got some immune issues. So we really are all absolutely on our own journey. So, you know, some people need higher fat. Some people need moderate fat. I think I tend to fall in the moderate fat. So you just kind of have to do what's going to work for you and your body. So don't just copy some influencer on the TV or the YouTube because they do this way. And, you know, yeah, I've lost 180 pounds, but, you know, you probably didn't eat the exact things that I ate when I was a kid. So, you know, we're not all on the same journey. So I try to tell you guys that as often as possible. We are all on different journeys. Our bodies have been through different things. I'm 52 years old. You may be 32. Let's see. This was some steak spice. My mama got me this when she went on her cruise this month to her and a buddy. They went on a cruise to Canada. I think they went up the New England states. I'm just kind of smushing in the seasonings a little bit. So I don't know. I said this was garlic and onion spice blend. Something I got from TJ Maxx. This was just real salt. And I told you this is the steak spice from my mama. This I get on Amazon, Farm Dust. Oh my gosh, y'all. That is so amazing. Please don't kill me, but one of y'all recommended this seasoning and I love it. All right. So now, I'm going to kind of roll these around in whatever mist. But I don't know if I'm going to do the other side or not. Well, I probably should. So I'm going to get this other side and then I'll come back to y'all. So you go on and do your thing and I'll do my thing and I'll meet back here in just a couple minutes after I get these all seasoned again. Because you don't need to watch me do it. I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing you saw me do on this side. And but at that stage, we're going to let them sit for a little bit. And hang on. We're going to let them sit for a little bit until they're ready to bag up. Because now I want them to dry off a little bit. All right, I'm going to season them all again. I'll be right back. For the record, pit crew is on duty. You don't get no better quality assurance than that boy right there. A hound dog with the nose. Oh my goodness, you know that nose? Knows. That's a boy who knows and has smelled a whole lot since he's lived in this house. Don't worry, they get bites of stuff. Earlier I cooked up some steak and by George he had him about 3 bites of some nice fatty fat off of that steak. So don't you worry about that boy. He ain't missing out on no bites, I promise you. All right, well now I'm going to, I got these seasoned over here. I got those seasoned, and now I'm going to let them sit for about 10 more minutes, and after those 10 minutes, then we're going to package them up. They're already they are already room temperature. I could pick them up and eat them right now, and they'd be just fine, but just for packing purposes, let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to need 8 baggies, and because I'll do 3 in a bag. So, all right, I'll see you when it's time to bag them up. Okay, y'all, this is the final step. We put 3 burgers in a baggie. I've done 3, like shoved 3 in, like in the same moment. And I found over time that it's easier to just do either 2 at a time and then 1, or just 1 at a time, because they scrape the outer edge and then those get yucky. So anyway, so yeah, so now I just go through and I bag them up. Now so here's what I want to talk about really quick, and I'm not lecturing or nothing, I promise. So I do my beef. Oftentimes I do ground beef in a crock pot. Other times I do burgers this way. The crock pot method is a lot less hands-on. These burgers, as you saw, I had to put them in for 30 minutes and then flip them and let them be in for 10 more minutes and then let them sit out for 10 minutes and then I flip them for 10 minutes and then and then I bring them over here and let them sit out, or season them and then let them sit out. So, you got to decide what kind of work you want to put into whatever you're doing. But overall, guys, you got to put some kind of work into something. My crock pot method, here, let me wad this up. My crock pot method, whenever I do it just in the crock pot, I still come in every hour and chop it up. But you got to decide what's going to work for you, and you have to decide on something. Even vegan people, I don't mean even vegan people, but, people who do various diets. So the food pyramid people, they have to plan and figure out what's going to work for them. The vegan and vegetarian, they have to plan ahead and they have to make sure they're getting enough protein and whatever else things that they focus on. Keto, you got to focus on your carbs and make sure you're getting enough of this, that, carbs and protein and fat. And so no matter what method you're doing, you have to know what you're going to have to plan. And you're along the journey, sure, the first few months, you're going to be able to just eat whatever it is you're eating and you're going to be fine, and you'll lose some weight as soon as you stop eating all the pizza and the ho-hos and the Doritos and all those things. You're going to start losing weight. But at some point, you're going to have to learn for yourself what you need to tweak in order to keep losing. So whether that's decreasing your fat, increasing your fat, adding in veggies, counting calories, counting carbs, counting whatever. Just know that at some point you might have to tweak things. And so we are all on different journeys. So please be gracious to others. If somebody says they're carnivore and you don't feel like they're carnivore, mind your business. I'm carnivore-ish. I'm meat focused. But, people just like labels and like to kind of have an idea before they click something. They like to have an idea of what somebody is eating. So even if it ain't perfect, don't worry about it. Mind your business. And even if they use tin foil, don't worry about it. Mind your business. Or if they cook in plastic, who cares? It's their business. All right. I love you all. And that is my burger prep for the day. Also, now what I do with these, I will put them in the freezer. And I personally keep a rotation of 4 days in my refrigerator at all times. So I usually have 2 things out, like something for lunch and something for supper. I'm eating about 2 meals a day right now. So my supper lately has been chicken or something like that. But let's just say this is all I'm eating instead of the pork or chicken. Let's see, so 2 packs. This is how it looks in the refrigerator. So tonight I pick this up, or today I pull this out and move it to another shelf. This is what I'm going to eat. And then after I eat it, I pull this one forward, this one over, this one back, and I pull something brand new out of the freezer and I put it right here. So my personal rotation is like a horseshoe, constantly going. So the next day I pull out my 2, move these forward, move those over, move those back, pull out another lunch and supper for the day. And so this is 4 days, 4 days of meals in my refrigerator, defrosting. So by the time this one this day comes around, it's been 4 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's just kind of how, not those set days, but that's how I do it. So now I'm going to pop these in the freezer because I have plenty of meat already defrosted.